What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So the capping and woulda, coulda, shoulda isms, what about isms, and the attempted rewriting of history continues. It's not always just with Clutch Media, man. It's all these guys, man. They all are using the media in their bully pulpits for self-serving reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the fulfillment of using that platform to promote the game, and in particular to promote the history of the game and to prop up these guys that are no longer here. What these guys are doing, and to be fair, sometimes they're asked these questions. Yes, they're asked these questions. They're asking people, people are asking these questions, but still, the delusion, man, the delusion some of these guys have with their own greatness is unbelievable, man. I get if you're one of the top 5 players or top 10 players, and you say like, well, if this injury hadn't happened, I could have won a championship with this group of guys. I get that. If I was able to team up with this guy, man, who knows? Or these guys, who knows what happened? But when you keep saying, listen to what Shaq said here. You get the point. So Shaq recently said that he feels that if everything went right, he would have won 8 or 9 championships. Right? He said this on the OG's podcast, speaking with Adonis Haslam and Mike Miller. He said, talk about LeBron James, quote, "Bron was a guy I never had to say anything to. I was so amazed at his leadership and how he played. When I was with him, I wasn't Shaq, but I was a good role player, and we were first in that conference. Played Boston, and Big Baby broke my hand. I got to leave for 6 weeks. I tried to come back. I wasn't there. We lose to Boston. These are things I think about when it comes to rings. I should have 8 rings. I'm talking about messed up opportunities. We, the Heat, should have had 2. I should have gotten 1 or 2 with Penny. Me and Kobe lost to Detroit. We should have got that one. Our Heat first year, we lost to Detroit. Should have gotten that one. That's 2005. Then I played with LeBron. Should have gotten that one. And when I was with Boston, we could have got that one too. If everything went perfect, I could have had 8 or 9 rings right now, like Robert Orr." So basically what you're saying is, you should have been on Dynasty's teams, Dynasty squads, right? Super Dynasty squads. Because we often say, well, man, the only reason Bill Russell won all those titles because they had no competition. But magically, Shaq is so dominant that he's going to replicate damn near what Bill Russell did in supposedly a much more competitive NBA, where you're playing against Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, then later on Chris Webber, Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James before he teamed up with him, Steve Nash before he teamed up with him, the Detroit Pistons, the Pacers, later on shifting it to the Boston Big Three, Katie and the Thunder, the Spurs, all these great teams. You're going to somehow do something that Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, with those great squads, they never did. First of all, I don't like how you're shitting on that Pistons team. They beat you fair and square. Okay? It wasn't because of injury. It wasn't because of this, that, and the other. You guys were supposed to beat them. Okay? You guys were the odds-on favorite to win that finals. Just about every sports media pundit, except for one I could think of, said the Lakers was going to make mincemeat out of the Pistons. Okay? That was Tayshaun Prince playing excellent defense on Kobe Bryant, probably the best defense I've ever seen for an entire series on Kobe Bryant. Ben Wallace did a good job slowing you down. Okay? Yeah, Karl Malone's knee was banged up. Yeah, but they beat y'all fair and square. So take that off of the damn mantle. Okay? Let's not forget the championship that y'all won in 2006 with Miami. It was Wade that put that team on y'all back, put his team on the back, on his back. Yeah, nothing to do with you, really. I mean, yeah, I can't say that. He did contribute, but that was Wade. Okay, y'all could have easily, if Wade just had a regular series, lost that to Dallas. So if anything, Dirk should have 2 rings. 2005. I do remember, if I call, it's fuzzy, but I do think Miami had injury issues that year. Didn't they start off bad, and then I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think Miami started off bad that year. I think not Jeff, but the other one, Stan, was fired after the slow start. Then I think Pat Riley came back to coaching, turned the team around, and y'all won the championship in 2006. No, that was actually 2006. Excuse me. 2006 is when that happened. Not 2005. 2006. 2005. Why do you figure y'all should have won the championship in 2005? That was the Spurs and the Pistons, right? Y'all won't go beat the Spurs. Hell no, y'all won't go beat the Spurs. If anything, the Pistons matched up better with them. Y'all won't go beat the Spurs. Get out of here. And then you talking about you should have won 1 or 2 a penny. Whose fault is that? You can't blame injuries on that one. 1995, y'all lost to Houston Rockets fair and square. Oh, I should have. And then what you're insinuating is, since you left in 96, y'all should have beat the Bulls, which is bullshit. That's super cap. Come on, man. These guys just making stuff up, bro. 9 championships. Nine. Look, this is the fact of the matter. Shaq wasn't getting it done. Okay. 94, the Pacers swept them when he was in Orlando. 95, they got swept in the finals by the Rockets, a team that y'all should have beaten, according to the experts, but they outplayed y'all. Olajuwon did his thing, had one of the greatest, if not the greatest, long-term run of a center ever in a playoff series. In 96, the Bulls swept y'all. Now, y'all did have an injury to Horace Grant, but I still don't think that would have made much difference. The Bulls still would have beat y'all in 5 or 6 games. Then you left. You chose to leave because you didn't want to have to deal with Penny being the man. So you went to LA, okay, to win. Lost in 5 to Utah, a team that on paper y'all should have beaten. Got swept by Utah in 98, okay? Then in 99, I believe it was, y'all got swept in the conference finals by, I think it was the Spurs. Okay, you went in 2000, 2001, 2002. Okay, 2003, you lost to the Spurs. If I remember correctly. 2004, y'all lost to the Pistons, emphatically. Then you get traded. 2005, okay, y'all lost. 2006, you won. Largely because of D-Wade. After that, the championship window closes. Why? Because partially it has to do with the fact that you were declining as a player, but largely because of you just not being disciplined as an athlete. Your weight went from 294 pounds when you was a rookie to 315 when you left the Lakers, to 340 pounds by 2000, to 370 pounds by 2004. Now, I understand that you wanted to bulk up to deal with the pounding and the punishment you were getting at playing that position, but it had an adverse effect on your longevity. So adding that bulk made you more dominant, but it destroyed your longevity. And by the end, you was a role player. And no, um, that Boston team won fair and square in 2010. And even if you had came back at that point, you were not as dominant as a player that you would have really made a factor in that series in 2010. Me personally, I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see it. The Boston Celtics would have won regardless. Shaq was not that same dude. He was averaging what, 11? So yeah, him believing there's going to be some dynasty that he should have won all these championships. Okay, he's got it. Yeah, Mike. Hey man, we should have won more championships than we did, right? I mean, you look at it. In 1990, I ain't trying to put it out there, but he had that damn migraine. He would have won that series. He would have beat Portland. We beat him in 92. Right? That's championship. Then on top of the three-peat, that's 4 titles right there, right? And if I ain't ever come out, if I didn't retire, if we came in and played 94, and we would have beat Houston. We'd have figured out, man, I'm a champion, I got that hunger, the desire, I got the competitive fire. So I would have carried us to a championship. I would have averaged about 40. Scott, you would have had about 25. We've been playing clapdown defense. We've been Dobermans. Hey, we would have won. That's about 8, 9 championships in a row. 1990 and 99. We'd have beat the Spurs too. I was about to run out of gas, but hey, I'm doo-doo, you shit. We would have did it, I could say that shit. Hey, Jordan could have won 10 in a row. If we just the video game mentality we got now. Man, anyway, that's all I got to say about that, man. Talk to you guys.